Sawyer Scott is jogging in an oval track while listening to music. She receives a message that she is taken for a job interview in D.C. She is unfamiliar with the location, so she Googled it. She travels to D.C. with her red-colored car. During the long travel, she is misplaced by the directions shown on her mobile phone. She decided to take a break to analyze her map. While studying her map, the two brothers Hollister and Buck came along. The two brothers ask her to have some dinner and drink and have some fun. But Sawyer declined as they are strangers. The first brother attempted to kiss her while touching her butt, but Sawyer kicked his ass. While in a street fight, Sawyer got the knife of the second brother then injured him. During the battle, Sawyer is injured by the knife of the two brothers. She run to the woods as she is outnumbered and to be safe. After receiving an abandoned vehicle report, County Sheriff O'Doyle questions Hollister and Buck, known local troublemakers, but they deny involvement with Sawyer's disappearance. The brothers later return to Sawyer's vehicle and dispose of it over an embankment in the woods, resuming their search for her. Sawyer finds the wreckage of her car and discovers her cell phone, but the phone has a dying battery and no cellular reception. Suffering from hunger, dehydration, and blood loss, Sawyer loses consciousness near a dumping ground in the woods and is discovered by Lowell, a meth cook who is cousin to Hollister and Buck. Lowell treats Sawyer's wounded leg and offers her food and water, but he binds her with ropes after she throws lye in his face in an escape attempt. The brothers arrive to discuss Lowell's upcoming batch of meth but are suspicious when Lowell disallows them from entering. After the brothers leave, Lowell explains that he is not holding Sawyer hostage but is waiting for the brothers to deliver the batch of meth so he can borrow their pickup and take her to safety. Sawyer relaxes and bonds with Lowell over a discussion of the chemistry involved with cooking meth, helping him prepare the batch. At the sheriff's office, O'Doyle orders Deputy Katz to ignore the missing vehicle report but allows Katz to contact the registered owner to put his mind at ease. When Kentucky State Police Commander Slattery arrives, Katz relays the information he has gathered about Sawyer's disappearance. Slattery expresses displeasure with O'Doyle's handling of the case and demands action, angering O'Doyle. O'Doyle returns to Hollister and Buck and demands they find Sawyer, revealing his involvement with their meth operation. After Katz overhears a phone call between O'Doyle and the brothers, he tries to take the sheriff into custody, but O'Doyle kills him and has the brothers dispose of his body. When Slattery returns, O'Doyle discovers planted evidence that implicates Katz in Sawyer's disappearance and covers up Katz's murder. While Slattery mobilizes the state police, taking over the investigation from O'Doyle, the sheriff leaves to help with the brothers' meth delivery, planning to upstage the drug cartel that has been moving into the region. The brothers arrive at Lowell's to pick up the batch of meth and discover Sawyer's footprints on his doorstep, and realize that she was with him. Lowell claims he has Sawyer trained, instructing her to microwave a cup of coffee for him from a thermos earlier seen to contain anhydrous ammonia. The microwave explodes, killing Buck and badly injuring Lowell and Hollister, but Lowell shields Sawyer from the blast. Sawyer escapes while the trailer burns, and Lowell struggles to overpower Hollister. O'Doyle arrives and kills both cousins, then picks up Sawyer. Sawyer recognizes O'Doyle from an idiom he used previously in a conversation with Lowell which Sawyer overheard, and realizes his intentions are hostile, tipping her off. O'Doyle leads her to the titular Rust Creek and tries to drown her, but she stabs him with a weeding fork she slipped from Lowell's trailer earlier. Finally free of her pursuers, Sawyer limps with determination down the road as multiple state police cruisers converge behind her. Movie commentary. Rust Creek is a gripping and intense thriller that masterfully explores themes of survival, human resilience, and the stark contrasts between the natural world and human depravity. The film's protagonist, a driven college student on the brink of an important career opportunity, finds herself entangled in a nightmarish scenario that tests her physical endurance and mental fortitude. As she navigates the harrowing journey through the Appalachian wilderness, the narrative unfolds with a tension that steadily escalates, drawing viewers deeper into her plight. The setting of the Appalachian forest serves as both a breathtaking backdrop and a menacing labyrinth. The serene beauty of the landscape is juxtaposed with the ever-present danger, creating an atmosphere that is both captivating and foreboding. The filmmakers utilize the isolation of the wilderness to amplify the protagonist's vulnerability, making her struggle for survival all the more palpable. The cinematography captures the raw and unforgiving nature of the environment, highlighting the protagonist's smallness in the face of such vastness. Character development is a standout aspect of Rust Creek. The protagonist is portrayed with a depth that makes her plight deeply relatable. Her determination, resourcefulness, and moments of vulnerability create a well-rounded character that audiences can root for. The antagonists, particularly the two brothers, are depicted with a complexity that goes beyond mere villainy. Their actions are driven by desperation and a harsh upbringing, adding layers to their malevolence. The unexpected ally, a reclusive meth cook, brings an element of ambiguity to the story. His initial motivations are unclear, and his actions oscillate between threatening and protective, keeping viewers guessing about his true intentions. The plot of Rust Creek is meticulously crafted to keep audiences on the edge of their seats. The protagonist's journey is fraught with peril, and the narrative is punctuated by shocking twists and turns. The initial encounter with the brothers sets the stage for a relentless pursuit, and the ensuing cat-and-mouse game is both thrilling and nerve-wracking. The inclusion of a subplot involving law enforcement adds another layer of intrigue. The corrupt sheriff and his deputy's dynamic introduces themes of betrayal and corruption, further complicating the protagonist's quest for safety. The film's portrayal of survival is visceral and unflinching. The protagonist's resourcefulness in the face of dire circumstances is inspiring, and her will to survive against overwhelming odds is portrayed with authenticity. The physical and emotional toll of her ordeal is depicted with a rawness that makes her struggle all the more compelling. Moments of quiet introspection contrast with intense action sequences, providing a well-rounded narrative that balances character development with plot progression. Rust Creek also delves into broader social issues, subtly addressing themes of poverty, crime, and the impact of the drug trade on rural communities. The meth operation run by the antagonists is depicted with a gritty realism that underscores the desperation driving their actions. This socio-economic backdrop adds depth to the narrative, grounding the story in a reality that is both disturbing and thought-provoking. In conclusion, Rust Creek is a compelling survival thriller that excels in storytelling, character development, and thematic depth. The film's suspenseful narrative, combined with its stunning cinematography and nuanced performances, makes for an engaging viewing experience. It is a tale of human endurance and the unyielding will to survive, set against the backdrop of a beautiful yet treacherous wilderness. The film leaves a lasting impression, prompting viewers to reflect on the lengths to which one can go when faced with life or death situations.